Hey guys, this is opening 011, the 11th opening being the Aubrey or Tanaka opening. Let's jump into the sequence for today. You start off with f5, followed by d6, and c3, d3, c4. And this is the usual Tiger opening sequence. And of course, instead of playing the usual f4, as white, you would actually go to b3 and initiate that Aubrey or Tanaka opening, or maybe if your opponent plays it. So that's how it's being played. And definitely the advantage of this is that it gives a bit of a surprise factor and an early variation against one of the most common early openings. So this is definitely a high probability line of happening because most players will actually choose to play either the cat or tiger variation towards the tiger line opening. You would actually be able to play out this since it's fairly early. You definitely have many variation options. You can actually expect black to play probably c6. I believe most players will know it, and then you can have a few options of variation. And probably the disadvantage here is that you give an early advantage. I believe it might be a -2 or -4 opening, even though it indicates -3 at the start of the valuation. That may not be accurate. And there are definitely a lot of tempo exchanges in this game, and many counterintuitive moves to actually be made for you to actually keep up. And I have seen probably a few end games in this opening, and it usually leads to a situation whereby it's a very challenging end game for white. I wouldn't really recommend specializing in this opening, but if you do become an expert in this opening, that's fine. You can probably retain that surprise factor. I would definitely recommend that probably advanced players and above should actually try to actually play this opening and specialize in it. I personally have some experience trying it, so it does involve a lot of so one variation to play if black were to play c6 would be to actually play b6 or f4, either one. I think these are the two most common variations that are being played. In fact, I feel that I actually see b6 being played more often than f4 itself. So b6 is probably more towards just trying to absorb black's this to the left hand side over here. So regardless of where he plays, you actually jump to the edge and just protect the overall shape. For example, this way, and then you just basically try to get black to cross over. And if black were to cross over, you then just cross back into the center. So that's the typical variation for this move. And if you were to jump into f4, I think more centralization would be involved in the opening and mid game. Yep, I'll leave it to you to actually select whether you want to specialize in this opening, and if you do, which move you actually want to specialize in. And thank you very much for watching this video.